This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. It's great to have you with us. Topping the news tonight, Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie on Grand Bahama this past weekend to meet with the partners involved in the redevelopment of the Reef Village Resort in Lucaya. Following the meeting, the nation's leader met with the media to discuss the project that should deliver a boost to the Grand Bahama economy. Shashina Roll has the story.
The cost of renovating the Reef Village Hotel, which is now under the name Blue Diamond Resort, will run anywhere from $14 to $20 million. It is hoped that the onset of this project will provide Grand Bahamians with much-needed job opportunities, either through construction or in the hotel sector. On Friday evening, the nation's chief, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, saw firsthand some of the progress being made for the opening of the multi-million-dollar property.
We had presentations today on the construction that has taken place, which we consider and call back of the house construction, where lots of work has been done already, and where we were advised today that Hutchison has designed the contracts for the full renovation of the reef into 4 segments. Those contracts have gone out to bid. The bids are now being assessed.
Noting that the contract for renovations should be awarded in a short time, the nation's chief says the 5-star hotel will provide some 1,000 jobs. He adds that officials have already begun marketing the beachfront property.
They have already begun to market Grand Bahama and Freeport, that they are already preparing to have 6 flights coming in per week with their aircraft into Freeport, and that the flights will not only bring people for their new resort here in Freeport, but will also bring people to go into other resorts as guests.
Christie says the Sunwind Group operates at a high standard, and while many jobs are due to come on stream, training must be a part of the process.
We expect the recruitment of staff to begin by the summer, so in a few months, so that people will be able to be trained for the positions that they will have in the new resort when it opens at the end of November.
Excited about the turn that Grand Bahama is about to take, the Prime Minister is adamant that this is the catalyst needed to propel Grand Bahama's tourism industry.
We are very encouraged by our discussions with Hutchison as to the future of that. All of that means additional employment. And so I just wanted to say to those people who have found it difficult to believe that things are happening, they are not only happening, right, they're happening right before our eyes, I should say our very eyes, that this is something that is going to be in process as we're going on now. The construction will start, there will be jobs in construction, and at the end of which there will be jobs in a hotel.
The Blue Diamond Resort is expected to open come November. Shashina Rule, ZNS Network News.
Fire adversely impacting a local business house and business owners are once again calling on the government to give urgent attention to the firefighting needs on Grand Bahama. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
We need help. We need help in Grand Bahama, and we need it now.
The number of fires on Grand Bahama have intensified, and so has the level of frustration among residents. This latest fire in the commercial area of Freeport, resulting in thousands of dollars in damage. The blaze was still seen smoldering a day after it swept through nearby bushes, and the rear of the Pine Yard Steel Fabricating and Construction Company, and a trailer filled with thousands of dollars in building materials and welding supplies. For businessman Edney Anderson, he says the entire ordeal was a nightmare.
I have lost close to $100,000. I'm supposed to launch my welding training program for the summer in 3 weeks. All of my machines are destroyed. I have a building that needs to be finished. My lease agreement is up at the port. I'm supposed to be finished with this building a long time. Now I'm under pressure to finish this building, but now everything now is destroyed.
Anderson said after countless attempts to reach fire officials, a fire truck passed by but failed to assist. The fire coming dangerously close to other businesses in the area. Business owner Carol Roll recounted how they worked against the clock to bring the blaze under control.
When my employee called, he said, Mrs. Roll, and the back is on fire, we need help. And so my son had to come with the vac trucks, and he had to use the vac truck to help the fire somehow.
Roll, a recent victim of a house fire, says she knows too well the ravages of fires and the trail of anguish and destruction it leaves behind.
I really sympathize with Mr. Anderson because I had a great loss, June. I had a great loss last year, and it affected me mentally, physically, and I still haven't recovered from that. So I know what he is going through. I feel his pain, and we need something to be done.
Anderson says he's prepared to fight to the very end until this vexing problem is addressed.
I pay an excessive amount of service charge, over $4,000 a year for service charge. Okay, it is hard to function paying those kind of funds for service charge. Okay, close to $4,000, and I have no fire hydrant on my corner. It's their responsibility to have a fire truck that is working.
Joan Davis Roll, Saturday Network News.
A domestic dispute between a man and his girlfriend has left the man nursing serious injuries in hospital. Police tell us that a 39-year-old man of Freeport and his girlfriend were involved in an argument in the Williamstown area last night. A group of men known to the female intervened and stabbed him in his back and skull. EMS personnel assisted the boyfriend to the Rand Memorial Hospital, where his injuries are listed as serious. Police are following several leads and are seeking the public's assistance in this matter. If you have information that can help, you should contact 350-3107 or 8-911-919 or the nearest police station. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, is coming right back.